Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyger1324 up here today with another pickups video. Rudely interrupted, but anyway, up here today with the promised pickups video, and oh my god, we got some good stuff here today. In fact, we got my holy grail item. I'm not being too loud because somebody's asleep upstairs, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to wake him up just yet. I would like to play some of these games before he wakes up. But I've got some good stuff here today. Again, looking fabulous as always. Not wearing anything fabulous, just looking good as always. Sorry about the lighting. It's all, you can never get the lighting right, can you guys? It's an issue we've had on this channel since day one. But we have some great stuff here. We have 2 PS1 games, 4 PS2 games, 1 PSP game, 2 PS4 games, 5 DVDs technically, 2 Xbox 360 games, and 5 Xbox One games. But there's a holy grail item here today, and I'm going to save that for last. And it is a PS1 game. But I'll go in order. And this is the first one of the PS1 games I got. Monopoly. It was in a little pawn shop, so I went in there and got it from there. And it was like 99p. Can't argue it. It was just sat there on the counters, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I need this. This isn't my holy grail game, by the way. I'm going to save that for the end of the video, so stay tuned. But why did I get Monopoly? I don't know. Monopoly's on everything. If you don't like setting up the board, play it on the virtual TV console. Seems like a good idea, right? In fact, I think Monopoly was even on the NES. Primitive much. Not the console, just the version of Monopoly. But I actually had this game growing up, and I really enjoyed that actually. I used to love playing it. The little animations you get, it was a novelty, because one thing I do love is board games, but one thing I lacked was people to play it with. If my brothers weren't up for playing a board game, then I couldn't really play them. And I know it's sad, but I used to play them on my own. Yeah, didn't really think, but at least with this game you can play against friends and also the computer. So I guess there's one reason to have a console version, but I'm going to save the other PS1 game for the end of the video because 20 years I've been searching for that game. PS2, from another pawn shop, Cash Generators, I found Egomania. I have no clue as to what sort of game this is, other than it looks like a puzzle game, so it's probably a puzzle game. And I've heard about this game. I think I've seen some gameplay. It looks interesting, and of course always good to add some more PS2 games to the collections. £2, good price for a good game. I don't know if it's good. I just sorry that I'm not being too loud. My son's asleep, and when he's asleep I am really quiet. Trust me, anyone makes any noise, I'm telling them to shut the fuck up pretty much. So maybe it's sort of soft-spoken talking here today, but I'm not sure we get to my holy grail item and then my voice will raise. But normally in Cash Generator, the one that we have here, they don't really get many PS2 games in that aren't sports games that I already have. So I was happy to find one that I didn't have. And then I just got 3 from CX. I picked up Lucinda's Green Equestrian Challenge, a horse game. Now, I like horses. I think they're cool animals. I've actually worked in a stables at one point. Well, I didn't work it. I did it in college. I did animal care, and horses are great animals. As for video games based on horses, not so much. I'm gonna definitely put 400 hours worth of gameplay into this. And definitely looking forward to playing this one. Of course, it's my most sought after game, and a game that definitely I have to have in the collection. Of course, that's sarcasm. I have no interest in horse riding games, and I just got it because it's one that I hadn't seen before. And then a game that I'm hoping could be a bit better than that one, Richard Burns Rally. Eye-bleedingly fast, ultra realistic, and totally exhaustive. 8 out of 10 by OPM, which I think is official PlayStation magazine. 2. Never seen this one. I think I've heard of this game. It says on here it's the most realistic rally game ever, so possibly we've got here a simulator. And I like rally games. I think they're fun. I think rally is my racing game that I'll go to. Someone said, what sort of racing game would you prefer? If it's not going to be a game like Mario Kart, I would normally go for something like a rally game. I think trying to master the art of rally is a tough but fun challenge, and I think most people who play rally games don't necessarily play them because they're that interested in rally, or racing games in general, but because it's great what you can do with the car, learning the skills. And I was enjoying Dirt 4 until I was playing it, and then I was in a clearly lit area, and then all of a sudden fog come in, and that's cool, but I couldn't see anything. I had no idea where I was going, so I ended up giving up on it. And a game that I see all the time, but I just haven't got it. Finding Nemo. The film's good, you know. Finding Dory, in my opinion, was not worth the wait. I never watched it when it came out. I watched it in the hospital, actually, to be honest, when Heather was in hospital overnight. And I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was amazing. Finding Nemo, in my opinion, is a better movie. I'm not overhyped for like The Incredibles 2 or Finding Dory. I'm waiting for Space Jam 2, guys. But yeah, £1.50, 75p and 50p. Sorry I forgot to mention the prices. I do that all the time. And then a PSP game. I want to have all the Star Wars games, so I picked up the Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. Now, here's the problem. This game is basically Star Wars Battlefront 3. I know it's not. I know it's part of the sequel to Renegade Squadron, but the game actually plays very similar to Battlefront 2, but this could have been Battlefront 3, but they didn't bring it out on any other system other than this. And I know you can do emulators and things like that, and you can get an adapter for your PSP into the TV. I brought one, but it didn't work, so I might have to hunt one down. And I think I do have my PSP here. I need to hunt for it, actually. I'm not sure where it is, but I got this game when it first came out, and I weren't disappointed. It was absolutely fantastic. I still think Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original, is still the best Star Wars Battlefront game ever made, and I stand by that. And but Elite Squadron is definitely one of the best Star Wars games on a handheld device. And fantastic game, £5, had to have it in the collection. Plus, I want all the Star Wars games. And then the PS4. I picked up Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. It was from that same pawn shop I got Monopoly, so it was $9.99. I thought, you know what, I'll get a Final Fantasy game. It's a remaster of the second game, the 12th, number 12, which was on PS2. And I think number 12 was considered to be a very good game. Yeah, X11, that's 12. I think number 12 was a really good game. I think most Final Fantasy games are good games. Some are better than others, of course. 7, which is what everyone says. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I've missed out. But I wanted to boost up some PS4 stuff. I really did want to get some PS4 stuff. But not bad for a tenner. And I was very, very surprised to see a Warriors game that I didn't have and never heard of. And I've got Samurai Warriors, Spirit of Sanada. Yukimura Sanada is one of the characters in the game, and I think the story follows around the Sanada family But what's cool about this one is you can explore 3D maps, and what looks really cool is it's also got a nighttime to daytime transition, and it can change how the game plays. I think I've heard of this game. The name sounds familiar. I might have seen it or something. But I'm a big Warriors fan. I want to get every single Warriors game. Now, when I say every single Warriors game, I mean any game that's it's basically like a Dynasty Warriors game. You know, hack and slash, loads of enemies, made by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo. I really am a big fan of the Warriors series. Now, I know a lot of people give it a lot of hate, say it's all the same. It's no different to a sports game. Unless you actually get each individual one, you won't notice the difference. If I was to give someone Dynasty Wars 7 and then 8, most people would be like, it's the same game, pretty much. But me being a big fan of the Warriors series, I feel like I want to have every single one, including, you know, all of the ones that are based on like anime and sort of, you've got, in my opinion, there's 3 Warriors games. There's Dynasty Warriors, Gundam, and Dynasty Warriors, Warriors Orochi, and then Samurai Warriors, and then there's other. So basically, like all the ones based on anime, like the Berserk game, and Arslan Warriors and Hyrule Warriors, those sort of games, Dragon Quest Warriors, all those sort of ones. And there's about 40 or 50 Warriors games now, maybe even more. And I've got all of the ones on PS2. I want to get every single Warriors game ever made and have and do a video on them all. And you know, playing Warriors, Dynasty Wars 8 Extreme Legends not too long ago. I kind of actually want to play that, so I might actually play that after this video. But yeah, I was very happy to get another Warriors game, and it was £15, so it's not too bad, $14.99. But I also pre-ordered Warriors Orochi 4. I've seen some footage of the game coming out, and it looks fantastic. It really does. They've really sort of made it over the top. I need to put my Game Pass, so I'm hoping I bought Game Pass today. I've run out, so I bought a thing. The DVDs we got here the Jurassic Park collection, which comes with Jurassic Park 1, 2 and 3 and Jurassic World. I actually haven't watched Jurassic World. I've watched all 3 Jurassic Parks. They're great movies. Heather's never watched them, so she picked it up. Well, I paid for it, but I said if you want anything, you know, just get it. And she wanted to watch these movies, so I think it was because she was watching Jurassic World with my mum. But she also got a Jurassic Shark. Yeah, £12 was Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Shark was $2.50, and Jurassic Games, or the Jurassic Games, which looks terrible, but £3 there. And then on the Xbox 360 from a charity shop, even though it's got CX stickers, for $1.99, Star Trek Legacy. I saw it in game, and I was tempted to get it because it was like £3, but then I was like, oh well, I'll leave it. I think this is sort of like a Star Trek. Well, it's Star Trek, but it's a flight game. I think that's the whole thing with this one. I don't have any Star Trek games, so this is my only one at the moment. Actually, no, tell a lie, I have the ones on PS2. And then I also picked up Divinity 2, Ego Dragons. I don't know if I already have this game, because I do have one of the Divinity games which was in the red packet, but I don't think I have this one, definitely not in the collection. So I played a little bit of Divinity, the original, the one on PS4, and not the new one, the new one that's just come out. It was the first one of that, and I thought it was really good actually. It's a very tough game, but I played it with my brother and I had a great time with it, so maybe I enjoy the older games. And then 5 Xbox One titles, and of course going for a full Xbox One set, so always happy to find new Xbox One titles. NBA Live 14, I only have 15, so here's 14, and that was £1. Divinity was £3 and Star Trek $1.99. £3 Pro Evolution Soccer 2016. Part of me thinks I already have this game, but I'm sure I don't. Like I said, full set, so I have to get the sports games. Battle World Cronus, I think it's a strategy game, you know, based on the hexagonal board thing, so Settlers of Catan style of games. So yeah, £3. And then I've got a Tower of Guns, and it's the Steelbook edition, limited edition, and this is I think it's a tower defense game. I think I want to say it's a tower defense game, but this is one of those games that, yeah, it's just got the disc in there. But I think this is one of them games that actually didn't come out that big, because this was more of a digital game. It's on the Game Pass if you want to try it out, but it was nice to see a physical version of the game here. So and a steelbook, no less, of course. I like my steelbooks. And then also the second Final Fantasy game of the day, Final Fantasy Type O HD. I wasn't entirely sure what this one was, but I think it's a PSP game originally. I think that's what it was. It was a PSP game and they remastered it and stuff like that. This came out about 6 months before Final Fantasy 15, and the game came with a demo that's of Final Fantasy 15. That's why most people got this version. But then we go on to the Holy Grail. I have been searching for this game since I played the demo as a kid. About maybe 5, 6 I was. And I remember it so well. I seen the game once in a shop when I was younger, and I should have got it back then, but I didn't have money back then. Every time I go into CX, since they've started selling retro games and PS1 and stuff, I've asked, is this game in stock? Where can I get it? And they always say, oh, it's online. Okay. I refuse to buy a game online that is a game that I've been searching for. I enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Going into a shop and going, today I could find this game for this price. Bargain hunting as well, there's always that, but going into a shop, whether it is CX or game or whatever, and go, I can go in here and I could find a game that I could see the same games I always see. But there's a chance, just a little chance, that they might have a game that I really, really want. And today was that day. And the game is Nobody Can Stop Mr. Domino. When I saw this, because I went in, looked at the Xbox stuff, went upstairs, Heather said, oh, they've got quite a few N64 games and all that in anyway. So obviously I went there last, and the first thing I saw was this. I just went, oh my god, I can't believe they have that. £20. A little bit more than what I would normally pay for a PS1 game, but this game has teased me since I played the demo as a kid. I wanted this game in my collection since I started collecting. This is my Holy Grail item. I know a lot of people thinking, well, why is it your Holy Grail item? To be honest, I don't know. I think it's just one that I've always put up there. But if I find this out in the wild, then, you know, the best day ever, you know what I mean? What is Nobody Can Stop Mr. Domino, or No One Can Stop Mr. Domino? Essentially, it's sort of like I'd say an on-rails game where you run around a circuit and you have to move and stuff. The gameplay is interesting and knock over dominoes, but it's just got some charm to it, something that's always drawn me to this game. And today, I have completed that chapter. I finally have the game that I've been searching for since day one. And I'm happy. As you can see, I'm very happy to have this. £20 is a fair price. This game is very hard to find, at least around here. I've seen this game once, apart from today, and obviously today I did the right thing by buying it. It's mine. It's mine. I've got it for forever. I ain't getting rid of this. And it's complete again, which is good. The case seems to be in pretty good condition as well, you know, which is rare. And it's got a game station thing on there. I'll keep that on there for a bit of history. But this is the sort of game that if I had a sealed copy, I'd put it on the wall in like a VGA box or something. Because this is one of my favourite games. If someone come up to me and goes, I'll give you £400 for this game, do you want it? I'll be like, no. 500, no. 2,000, no. A million, well, maybe a million, but nobody's that stupid, I hope. But absolutely just fantastic little gem, hidden gem. Very interesting, very weird, very Japanese actually, I will say. And finally, I have it. What can I say? But you're welcome. No, but what else can I say? I found it. I said today was going to be the day that I find something I've been looking for a long time, and I did. So today's been a very good day for collecting, and one that I'm very happy to finally have. So if you guys enjoyed today's pickups video, let me know in the comments. But of course, leave a like, and of course comment below. Let me know what you picked up recently. Let me know your Holy Grail item, and what would you do if you found your Holy Grail item. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. And of course, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye. Goodbye.